Another slow day today. I am up a little bit over 1.4K. If we take a look at the R multiple for the day, you guys can see I am up 0.28. So another slow day. We cannot have bangers every single day of our lives. Last week we had bangers on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and this week is super slow. I'm still down 1.02 R. That is just the reality of trading, and anyone that tells you otherwise is either lying or just hasn't had enough market experience yet and they're brand new. Because one week you'll have absolute bangers, and next week is going to be super slow. But it's all about how you manage the slow week, because these are going to still compound, and we still have Thursday and Friday. But as long as I manage these 2 days well, that's all that matters. Because a lot of people, they'll take the trades, right? So I took 2 trades today, one on Qs, one on SPY, took one winner, one loss. And people would force trades just to make their money back for the week, or because they saw last week was absolute bangers, they're going to try and get a banger today. That is just not how it works. Now, if we go back to the dollar amount, you guys can see I'm still down around 5K. I made a little bit over 1.4, made $65 the other day, and then minus 6K on Monday. But then you guys can see my winners. When I have winners, right, that actually go 30K, 20K, 26K, 10K, we're not even there yet. If we take a look at the month stats for February, you guys can see 61% win rate, 5.2 profit factor, 3.26 average win/loss, right? My equity curve here, 92 Zealous scores, pretty good. Now, the reason why, right, this week is slow is because we're just kind of stuck back and forth in this range. Pre-market, after hours, we're kind of just having the moves happening before, and it's just slow, but we're still managing it well, right? It's like we had an amazing week last week, and now we're kind of just managing it here. I'm not really doing anything different. I'm just literally trading whatever the market wants to give me. And this week has been slow. So let's take a look at the trades that we took today. If we take a look at QQQ, you guys can see that the 617, it was setting up pre-market. If we take a look at a 1 hour time frame, we bounced off our zone, which is exactly what I was eyeing. I said last night when I made the watch list, I want to see it bounce off the zone. We got the zone bounce, and then the move happens pre-market. So I'm like, all right, we moved too much pre-market. We literally retraced the entire move today, so there wasn't really anything that we could have took. But I wanted to take this off open. I was saying this pre-market that I wanted to take 617 off open with half size, just because so I can get filled. And we sold half out here. If we made a new high, then I would have been able to sell a little bit more. We never did. Came back, stopped out break even on the rest, and I made right around 1R, a little bit less than 1R. I think it was like 0.8R, and then we just moved on to the next trade. You guys can see we came down. I could have took the rejection at my zone multiple times, but it just wasn't worth it just because we're back in this range. I just wanted to just be patient, wait for the best, leave the rest. We took SPY. We took it off this 695. So we started coming down. We were aggressive. When it went green to red, that's when we got in for puts. I said if it literally goes back up from going green to red, and then it goes red to green, I'm going to get out. So now I lost like 2% on this move, 2.7%. So I'm still up a little bit, but we managed this trade really well. Literally when we sold, probably 3 seconds later, it absolutely flew up. So that was great management on our part. And we just move on to tomorrow. It broke outside the zone, but if you guys were seeing how SPY was moving back and forth, it just wasn't worth it to me. I literally was like, all right, I'll just take my break-even day and just move on to tomorrow, and that's exactly what we're doing. But that mentality is the whole reason why I'm here today and why I am still killing the market. But if you guys want to live trade with me every single day, link in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.